a tremendous pleasure to be speaking with you today.
Now back to the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show on AM800.
All right, 12:22 here on AM800. Dan Gemus with you, along with Cassie Baggio, sales rep with the Dan Gemus team, and we're just laughing about your story about the dune buggies here off the air. Holy moly! I wish I was there, like a fly on the wall.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube somewhere. I know.
I'm sure you are.
Someone videotaped that craziness.
Gosh. So listen, there are lots of myths in real estate, Cass, and let's get to some of these.
I don't believe it.
It's hard to believe.
Dan, not a myth.
I know. So myth number one: spring is the best time to sell your home.
Dun, dun,
now it's a
dun.
popular time, right? So let's start by saying that in Windsor, Essex, like, the weather here is very mild year round. Yeah. So, well, it's not mild like year round, but literally in the heat of summer, I won't say it's mild, but, we have a very mild winter. So things don't really stop in the winter like they do in Northern Ontario, for example.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So now spring naturally is when the most people do list normally. But is that the best time to sell? Not necessarily, because everyone else is doing the same thing.
More competition.
So yeah, you're better off almost in the off peak seasons so that you don't have as much competition, right?
Yeah.
You must put 20% down to buy a home. Not true. You can do 5%. There are many different methods, some conventional, some unconventional as well.
Yep.
But 5% is the minimum.
And talk to your lenders, get different opinions. It's okay to shop around for lenders and see what's going to be, the best decision for you.
Next myth: the asking price is what you should offer.
Well.
Yeah. So this is very market driven, right? A couple of questions there. Number one, is the house priced properly from the get-go?
Right. Yes. How often do we see still where they're trying to play the game?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So it could be either way. Over the last few years, houses were priced under value purposely to try and grab some extra attention. And next thing you know, you had 20 offers coming in, competing to drive up the offers. But a lot of the issues we have now, because, the peak price hit in February of 2022. And some folks, the prices come down, not drastically, but it's come down a little bit. But some are still hoping that they can get the price of, spring of 2022 when they can't.
Yeah.
And so they have to readjust their expectations, right? That's the challenge, readjusting your expectations.
Yeah. And I think different strategies, appeal to different prices in housing, right? And neighborhoods and housing and who you're trying to really accommodate for things, So I think that's something to consider as well.
100%. Next myth: new homes don't need inspections.
Oh, my goodness.
So let's, first of all, you should always have an inspection, even on a new home.
Yes.
Now, builders don't like the idea of having someone inspect the build, but there have been situations where the new build is not done to, my liking personally as a realtor, or and so oftentimes we'll be there with our clients as they do the final walkthrough, the pre-delivery inspection, the tear-down inspection, and there are things. Now, let me say that every new home is going to have some issues.
Sure.
Everyone. It's impossible not to. What you care about is whether the builder is willing to just take care of it and properly fix these things, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and trust me, we've seen all kinds of things. Just, roofing done improperly, drywall,
No
brickwork,
insulation.
no insulation, insulation mist, like all kinds of things that you catch.
Yep.
But
it's still important always to try and do your diligence and whatever inspection needs to be done.
That's right. That's right. You should renovate, the next myth, you should renovate your kitchen or bathroom before selling. So, again, the kitchen and bathroom naturally are the biggest attractions to a home for most buyers.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
But if the house is priced properly and it's not renovated, that's okay.
Yeah, like if you're, the whole house needs to be renovated, but you've just decided to randomly renovate the kitchen. Like you could have a client, like a buyer come in and totally gut what you just put in.
100%.
You know, so really you want to make sure that you get somebody in there and you get a realtor in there that can really understand maybe where to put a bit more value. If you are trying to maybe boost a little bit, where it would be best ideal to put.
That's right.
You know, maybe a fresh coat of paint, it goes a long way.
Yep.
Some new little fixtures, like that stuff goes a really, really long way. So maybe try hitting some of the smaller stuff first before you go, you know, complete. And obviously that's situational, but, you know, might 100%. Be an easier route.
Next myth, all real estate agents are the same. All agents are the same. This is a big one. This is a big one. Huge. The biggest question to ask, in my opinion, is the realtor full-time? So, you know, we're up to 1,700 realtors in Windsor-Essex County. And we typically deal with 100 of them. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
And the rest, the large majority of the business is part-time.
Yeah.
Which it's a very difficult thing to do in real estate. Like, I mean, you have to be available for your clients.
And you have to know what's going on. It's a full-time job just being in the market and knowing what's on the market and moving and being in these houses and getting the right people to the right things. And, like, you need to be in this completely.
That's right.
You know,
That's right. Do your research.
Yeah.
Ask your friends and family for referrals. You know, hire people that are trusted. In any sales business, right? You don't want to just hire anybody because, you know, they're the cheapest or there's usually a reason.
Yeah, there's usually a reason. They're going to cut costs from somewhere and it's going to come from you.
They can't get business, right?
Yeah. So just, and you know, what are they able to provide for you?
That's right.
What of value? What are you actually paying for? Are you just paying a smaller percentage and you actually don't know what you're paying for? You're just okay. Or are you getting a package? Like what? It's a whole process. It's a whole.
Yeah. What you care about is what you get in your pocket at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Not the upfront, you know, number. You care about what you net.
Yeah.
That's what matters, right? So you want as much in your pocket as you can possibly get.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's just a few of the myths.
Just a couple.
I
don't believe it still.
I know.
I
know there's lots more, but I got to go to break.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to commercial break here. We're going to come back and talk with Patrice Surratt from Goldmar Property Management. Got lots of great tips for us. We're going to give away the Richmond Popcorn Company gift card in the next half hour. And we've got some listener questions that have come in. We'll tackle those in the next half hour as well. So tons more to come. And don't forget, if you're looking to make a move, give the Dan Gemus team a call. We're always happy to help. You can find us online at dangemus.com, DANGEMUS.com, or call us 7 days a week, 519-566-5565. We service all of Essex County, everything this side of Chatham. Okay, so we'll be back. Cassie Baggio in studio with me today. Lots more to come right here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.